Howdy everyone. We are currently on tutorial or chapter 3 of our OpenSCAD adventure. Still had no lung print, my boy, but that is probably because of how the wheels are set and how there's no support really anywhere underneath the car. Probably would need to change how this is made. You know, it is quite interesting. I'm still gonna play around with it a little bit. But last chapter, I believe, moved the body and the wheels, rotated them a little bit. No, we did that and we parameterized them or made it so that we were using variables to make it easier to change everything. All right, so let's begin this. The sphere, primitive, and resizing objects. You showed the car to your friends, and they were quite impressed with your new skills. One of them even challenged you to come up with different futuristic wheel designs. It's time to put your creativity to work and learn more OpenSCAD features. So far, you've been using the cube and cylinder primitives. Another 3D primitive that is available in OpenSCAD is the sphere. You can create a sphere using the following command, sphere. All right, so if we, a good way to get rid of this. I did see something real quick. I think I can do this. I think you can make modules. I'm a little bit of out of order because I was doing some playing on my own after I did some streaming. Let's see if this works. Scale 17. Wonder if I have to do equal. Let's open the heart base. Okay, there we go. Not equal, it is parentheses. Is it not? Yeah, seems about right, right? No space. Is it mad? Please fix the syntax error. Oh, and there we go. That was weird. What is it? That's what happens when you try to jump ahead a few modules. All right, we're gonna do the sphere, but that's how you can group up. I guess you can group up different aspects of the project. You can kind of make them modules. I was like, that's helpful. Here, let's clean this up a little bit. All right, so we're going to comment this out so that when we render it, car goes away because I want to play with this sphere here. I guess we could actually change that. Obviously, car. That's not what I wanted. Skip navigation, how to make a keyboard fidget. That is something I am trying to do. All right, we have a sphere and it is 10 units in the radius all around. Okay. You should notice that the sphere is created centered on the origin. The input parameter r corresponds to the radius of the sphere. One idea that came to your head was to replace the cylindrical wheels with a spherical. Try making wheels of the car spherical. To do so, replace the appropriate cylinder command with sphere commands. Is there still a need to rotate the wheels around the x-axis? Is the wheel variable still required? Is there visible change in your model when you modify the wheel's turn variable? Let us see in this exercise. So if I get rid of this, we add this back. Go ahead and run it. And then we do spheres. Oop. I do want to know what'll happen. Let's see. Render. Variable sender not specified as parameter in the. All right. Well, they are pretty close to the axle here, as you can see. You would think that it wouldn't really need any of that, you know? Like if it turned because the wheels are circles, it could just be like you just turn and then your car just like goes because it's just that's what I would think. I don't know. Mm, there is no need to rotate them because if you rotate, I wonder if it breaks if I rotate. Rotate this out. Because you wouldn't even know if it's rotated or not. You know what I'm saying? See? Hmm. Should make the track 30 so we can actually see the axis. Probably not that big. You probably could make it like 23. Yup. Is the wheel width still required? Hmm. We made this 5. Actually, it's not because everything is controlled by the radius, right? And try again, sphere. And then what properties does it have? It just has diameter. So that would be, yeah, you probably would still need that. Let's see, let's see. To say, does that cancel it out? I mean, or does it only need one? And then it times it by two? Because if I have this 10, the diameter 10, okay. We're gonna make this 20. Anything change? Oh, the other ones change, but it looks like diameter cancels it out. So if I wanted it 20, it has to be, ooh, double. So okay, that works. But then that means we only need one. Width isn't needed. Only radius, kind of. I'm gonna comment it out. We could do without it, really. Not really adding anything, as you don't really control the height of the sphere. Watch it make me edit bad. And the wheel turn, you don't need it either. We can probably make this. We can make this 8. We can make this probably 15. Let's see. Ooh, no, 20. Yeah, we have a car again. And we probably don't need wheel turn because there is no rotation. Another thing is, I don't even think we need the body roll, but it is what it is. Let's see what they got. Steel cat body roll. Oh, they made body roll 0. We can make ours 0 since we don't really need it. Wrong one. It's body height. I made a -0, guys. Oh, your top height is 10 and your base height is 8. I want to be cool like these guys. Oop, I rendered it. I rendered it. Is there a way to cancel the rendering? Oh, did not mean to do that, y'all. Looks like we still have the cube. Still have the translate. I did end up changing that to that. Copied. Well, I just commented out rotate because it didn't seem like we needed it. It looks like they kept, no, they removed a, yeah, we got this guy. We have a car, guys. Okay, I guess it is, they're going to be adding back the rotate, so I should probably just add that back myself. Okay. They try creating a sphere with a radius of 10 units on a blank model, and use the scale command of the sphere by 4. All right, well, it already, no, it's already at 8. Let's make it 10. And then what do we do? We're gonna scale it. So I just scale this one, right? That's all you gotta do. Let's try. Let's do the 1. And this is the Y. So it'd be 0.4, 1. Oh, wrong way. One moment. All right, we locked in. I got a quick phone call. Did wanna might end up editing that out, might keep it in. I like the authenticity of the probably should change that for work, you know? That way you guys can learn along with me as we do this. You don't miss a bit. I stop, you know. Some of y'all probably be like, hey, come on, guys. Hey, we got a little road runner right now. This looks way better than whatever we had before. So I could definitely bring this down to like a 100%. Yo, look at our car, bro. Look at that. You're looking fresh. I don't even care. I don't even care what they put. Let me see. Yeah. Another way to scale objects is by using resize transformation. The difference between scale and resize is that when using the scale command, you have to specify the desired scaling factor along each axis, but when using the resize command, you have to specify the desired resulting dimensions of the object along each axis. In previous example, you started with a sphere that has a radius of 10 units, a total of 40 dimensions along each axis, and scale by a factor of 0.4 along y-axis. Thus, the resulting dimensions of the scale sphere along the y-axis is 8 units. The dimensions along the x and z-axis remain the same, 20 units. Since the scaling factors along these axes are equal to 1, you could achieve the same result by following the resize command. But when and why would I want to do that? If someone comes along this video, please put in the comments below so that way we can do that. We can go over this, but I have no idea when we would use this. This is my first time using OpenSCAD, so we're going through the tutorial together. I'm just documenting this, so um, it could be on the internet on how it looks and works in 2026. Let's go. When you are scaling, resizing an object, you are concerned about the resulting dimensions. Oh, when you are scaling such resulting resizing an object and you are concerned about its resulting dimensions, it's more convenient to use the resize command. Okay, so I need to be like, it needs to be resized to a specific unit, then use resize. But if I'm like, I don't really care, like like if I'm making a car probably should use this. But I wonder if I can see the programmer in me wants to try something. I'm gonna try something. And I'm gonna do we're gonna do wheel size, right? And I wonder if I can do this. And if I do wheel size, if I do this, it probably is going to break. I just want to know. I just want to know if I can do it. And then say I put it here. Will it run? Will it? Will it run? Okay, it didn't break. It didn't break. It didn't break. Oh, hold up. Maybe I'm on to something. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just thought this would be a good idea. All right, I'll try this out another day. I had an idea. I don't know enough about the. I don't know enough about the OpenSCAD language to try this out. I'll figure you out one of these days, buddy. So I can do a resize here. See how it looks. Ooh. Now, why they tell me this was gonna work? This is not what you know what I'm saying. This is not what we agreed upon. I feel like it lied. I feel like 8 needs to be here and 20 needs to be here. Look at that. It lied to me. The tutorial is wrong. The tutorial is wrong, guys. This is not right. It lied to me. Now we got to fix them. But that means we can change a lot of this because you would think the wheels would need to be more exact. See, we got it all working. All right. So when you were scaling, says resizing an object, and you're concerned more about its resulting dimensions, it's more convenient to use the resize command. In contrast, when you're concerned more about the ratio of the resulting dimensions compared to the starting dimensions, it is more convenient to use the scale command. Try squishing the spherical wheels of your car along the y-axis. Try use the resize command with the resize width variable to have control over the resulting width of the wheels. Resize the wheels along the y-axis. Okay, so then we'll have this back. And we'll replace the 8 here with the wheel width. Let me get rid of this extra space. I've been thinking about getting an ergonomic keyboard so that way I can have my hands just like free. All right, we can run this guy now. Oh, wheel width. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Let's see if we can make this work. Track. I think it is will width -5. Hear me out. Can we do that? Maybe it's plus. Maybe it's plus. Maybe we should be adding. Hmm. Probably not going to be the best. Not going to be a good ratio. Mm. You'd probably want to do like if you could do full on scripts. I wonder if you can do if statements in here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I. Cause it's like if. Oh, you can? Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm going off. Okay, you can do if statements. That's crazy. All right, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, good. Good, 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 good. What does it want me to do? Resize it. Let's make it. Yeah, let's make wheel width 15. We'll play around. We'll play around with the track here in a little bit because we can change some stuff. All right. The new wheel design looks cool. You can now create a body that better suits the new style. Oh, try using the resize that scale command on in piece of the cube command and create a body that matches the wheels. Okay. So the wheel rate. Okay, let's make this. Excuse me. It's like 15 or something. Need you to be like 5. Okay, change the radius. All right, we got a nice little car here. And then it wants us to use the resize scale commands on the body. So 20, if 20 is the base, the convexity number. Ah, okay, I see, I see. So it's at 60. Okay, okay, I get it. So right now it's at like 60, 60 on, yeah, the X. We got 20, and then we have like 35, right? No, maybe I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. 30? What are you, brother? 30, 50? Okay. I'm over here I'm over here just experimenting, eh? Okay, so it looks like 20 is where we need to be. Okay, yeah, and the base height isn't changing. Hmm. I probably could change it if I wanted to, but that's probably where I would want to change like this part. Ah, yeah, 60/20. Oh, that makes sense. That's why it is where it's at. Okay, that makes sense. So then if I want to go 30, okay, I understand. So as long as these are the same. Okay, so what did y'all do? They changed the. Okay, so they changed it with spheres. Okay, okay. Let's see. I want to do the same. Ooh, maybe it's not Shapir sphere. And what they have? Radius 10. You know, radius should be the base height. Real. Really though. Well, they have 90, 20, 12. Okay. So doing that mess again. I'm gonna copy this and grab top height from here. Uh-oh. We got another resize on this sphere. Got 50, 15, 15. Ooh, I keep hitting the same button in the dang row. Please excuse me. All right, we'll render that. And looking good, looking good. So I wonder what they changed in here. So they got, because they brought it down a little bit. Let's look at the translate. Okay, okay, so they made it 10. And then they just made it a basic 5. So I guess that makes probably a lot harder to scale that. Get a little speed racer action here going on. I think he wants me to change the wheels. What does it say? Bring back the wheel turn. Hmm. I just realized I don't have to have 90 here. I was like, wait, well, let's actually see. You know what? I think it all makes sense now. Yeah, I was going to keep that. Go ahead and keep that. Yeah. Now it makes sense about my resize. Like what is it? If I make this 0, right? I have to make this 20. I just realized that. And then this I will with, which isn't a big deal. It's just hilarious. Actually, let's go ahead and copy it, please. I gotta change it for the front wheel. And then make you 90, make you 0. Do the same for you. Yep, there we go. Everything's fixed. And then I can keep my axles the way they are. I think it wanted, this one is negative, so it is going the opposite. And are they still doing the body roll? Ooh, it is. What is your body roll, buddy? 0. Hey, we got a nice little car. Boom. Combining objects in other ways. So when you wanted to create an additional object in your model, you just add another statement in your script. The final car model is the union of all objects that have been defined in your script. You have them implicitly using the union command, which is one of the available Boolean operations. When using the union Boolean operation, OpenSCAD takes the union of all objects as the resulting model. In the following script, the union is used implicitly. The sphere, okay, because they're like combined, so that they're union. Oh, they're kind of connected. You can make the use of the union explicit by including the union command in your script. Okay, so we add like the union there. You should notice the union command. I guess I could just do it because I can just comment that out and it disappear. So let's go ahead and write this. Let's copy this in here, and that way we can see it in the canvas. And then I will just go down here. Okay, so we have these right here. Let's just see the two of them connected. Okay, we can do the union this way. Oops, parentheses, curly bracket, still unionized. You should notice the union command doesn't have any input parameters. This is true for all Boolean operators. The union is applied to all objects inside the curly brackets. You should also notice that the statements inside the curly brackets have a semicolon at the end. Yeah. In contrast, there are no semicolons after the closing curly bracket. The syntax is similar to the use of transformations when applied to multiple objects. In total, there are three Boolean operators. The second one is the difference. The difference command subtracts the second and all further objects that have been defined inside the curly brackets. From the first one, the previous example results in the following model when using different operations instead of the union. Okay, so then if I do, okay, so this puts them together. The second one connected to the first one, but if I do actually, we will, we can do, yeah, I was wondering if we could do multi-line. That's good, we can. So we do the difference. Okay, dope. We can carve things out. Oh, we made a bowl. Do we got a bowl? Making bowls now for the 3D printing. Get yourselves a nice little planter bowl. Straight from straight from the 3D printing garden. Plucked from a lovely P2S bamboo. So we got the difference here. Okay, further define. Third. Okay, so we have. Okay, so third and fourth are further. Okay, so then say we add all this in here. Copy it. Copy it. Control Z. And I always forget the semicolon. And boom, now we have a nice little moon. The third Boolean operator is the intersection. The intersection operation keeps only the overlapping portions of all objects. The previous example results is the following model when the intersection operation is used. Let me copy this. And then we will do the union one. What is this intersection? Intersection. Oh yeah. there. I wish it had autocomplete. There probably is something or a better autocomplete. If nothing, we got to get in there and we got to add it. You know what I'm saying? Article 10, especially we got that cloud code. We got sphere 10. Let's make it translate over, what is it? 1200, right? Finish that. We have a sphere that we're going to do with the radius of 10. We have another translate that I believe we're going to do, yes. So 0, -12, 0. And on another sphere in here that is radius of 10. And we will run it. Oh, and semicolon. Boom. Run it. Hmm. There we go. I was say I forgot the other semicolon in there. Crazy. So it only made this little guy. Because it is the intersection of all that. Okay. The resulting model is the common area of all three objects. When only the first two spheres are defined inside the curly brackets, the intersection is the following. A lot bigger. All right, try using difference operation to create a new wheel design. To do so, first create a sphere, then subtract a portion of the sphere from both sides. The radius of the sphere should be equal to the desired wheel radius. Okay, so the radius of the first sphere should be equal to the radius variable. The radius of the two other spheres should be equal to the sphere's side sphere radius variable. Given a hub thickness variable, what is the amount of units that the side sphere should be translating along the positive and negative direction of x-axis so that the thickness of the remaining material of the center of the first sphere is equal to the value of the hub thickness? It's crazy. Okay, let's comment that out. We bring the car back. So it wants me to create a new wheel design. If I'm getting that right, hearing that right. Um, okay, so we have the front wheel. You know what I might try, guys? Try a new module. We're getting ahead of the game anyways. Module, we make a wheel. And okay, so try using the operation to create a new wheel design. To do so, create a sphere and then subtract a portion of the sphere from both sides. The radius of the first sphere should be equal to the desired wheel radius. Okay. So this is base wheel. And I wonder if we can do this. Track. I'm just playing around. So don't judge me, guys. If I can't do this, then we give it up. So we got track. Okay, I can't. It doesn't work like that. Oh, it does work. I said I put a semicolon at the end. Boom. All right, so we can make these wheels for all these guys. Okay, done. Okay. Um, hey, this is check. The radius of the other two spheres should be equal to the sphere radius, side sphere radius variable. So if I wanted 5, would I need? I wonder if I need to take off the resize. And then like they resize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see. I'm gonna try it out for. I'm gonna give it a good old college try, and then we will go from there. Okay. What? Why is it freaking out? Oh, cool. Alrighty. So then I would do something like translate. Um, would it be will radius? Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe not on the X. Maybe it should be on the same plane. Good grief. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. All right. If I do 0 here. Oh, do I need to get rid of the true? Oh, yeah, because it is matching up. Hmm. So if these guys are in the same place, I am confusion. All right, let's go ahead and hide this right. Okay. Why? So if I got rid of this one, would it? Oh, okay. Do I just have to like copy it again then, since it wants to not be how I thought it would be? Yeah, I think that's what I had to do. I had to add an extra translate. And then, okay. Ooh, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Now, difference operation to create a new wheel design. To do so, first create. I wonder if it's literally just this. They did that, and then we done that. All right, we're just gonna go add the difference there. All right, and then I wonder what this does. Uh-oh. I broke OpenSCAD and I did not save. Let's wait. Yeah, I like it, but like, I don't know. That's gonna scale. And then again, I think it wanted me to have two of these guys. Huh. Did it not work? Hmm. Yeah. I think things might have broke. Okay, we saved. This should be 0. Um, hmm, I feel like I'm being trolled by the OpenSCAD. Why is it not destroying this portion? Hmm. Let's make it a union. Excuse me. Now I'm trying to figure out where this thing went. All right, let's just look at the example. No need lollygagging around. So for the example, let's see. Put this right here. We have wheel radius. That's 10. They translate. Okay. Yeah, what is it? Side field radius plus hub thickness divided by 2. Okay, that's how they get the sphere information. Okay. Hmm. Ah, he didn't put the he didn't put the first translate in there. Okay, there we go. And then that means we don't have to put the translate, but we had to put we can get rid of track here and track here. We're going to need actually we wouldn't even need to put that in there, would we? We could just make them constants at the top. Unless we really needed it to be dynamic. I think that'd be like the only time you would want to do that. And then we can go ahead and add these guys in. Do we use? Ooh, okay. Control Z. Control D is how. Okay, so we do use control widths. I wonder if we don't use that anymore because we may not need it anymore because the wheel is different. Well, I'm glad to know Control D helps with. Let's copy these two here. Helps with commenting them out. That's good. Okay, we'll keep this how it is since I have everything that I need from it. And then we will keep translate track here. Nice. And we were able to get that. Let's see what they look like in their union. So there were two giant circles. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Okay, and then we can move materials from that. Before we do that, we can take wheel. Honestly, actually, oh no, no, the rotate is above that. See the wheels. We can make the wheels modular from that. All reusable. I'll comment the improved resolution out. So it's a little bit easier to load this guy. All right, and then it says try removing some material from the wheel by subtracting 4 cylinders that are perpendicular to the wheel. Tri-cylinders should be halfway the wheel radius. Okay. Hmm. Already have these guys, so we should do cylinder. Put like this. I guess I should go ahead and put this cylinder radius. The height should be appropriate so the cylinders are always longer than the thickness of the material and they are moved from. Okay. So if we do say this is 5. All right, Mr. Cylinder. I think you like that. There we go. There we go. Some of us can't spell. It's all right. It's all right. Talk about being able to debug. I tell you what. I tell you what. Okay. Okay. It looks like I gotta rotate the back wheels 180. Or do I have the left? Okay, so the right ones. Imagine if there was a prettier. I wonder if it went all the way through. If not, completely gay. Oh yeah, I was right. Oh, the cylinder height is the wheel radius. Okay. I guess that works. Hmm. Yeah, this might be a little bit better. Wheel radius. Oh yeah. Sit at five, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because it is, I did five, which probably better to do that here. Be a lot more accurate. But at the same time, we have one module for all the wheels. That makes it a lot faster to change. Though I did have to rotate mine. Well, we didn't go with the box. We went with the nice little spaceship car here. But at least our wheels are roughly the same. Oh, hold on. Front wheel here. Did I take out? Oh, I think I did take the. Yeah, I ended up taking that out by accident. Let me add this. Rotate back. I don't have any to rotate wheel turn here. Yeah, let me add a rotate wheel turn. Add that out. Make that 0. Run that again. And boom, we're good. We're also gonna uncomment this. A little slow, but why doesn't like the code? I wonder if that has anything to do with it. We got it. We got it knocked out. Oh, that's all for chapter 3. A little bit longer this chapter, just because I had to go through stuff. I did try my own thing here and there, but I think that was a good learning experience, especially with us doing the modules to make this a lot easier. And now that I know that Control D and Control Shift D comments and uncommentsthat'll be a lot easier for me to make changes there. Yeah, I'll see y'all next time.